But short of killing anybody, I would probably do pretty much anything when I was starting out, you know, just to make things happen, because it is a tough business to kind of get into.
He had volunteered to give me a ride to the airport, and that was a huge fiasco because he had no idea where he was going or how to get there.
And he started talking about, oh, and plus I've got this zombie comic I want to do.
When I pitched The Walking Dead originally, it was turned down simply because there had never been a successful zombie book in the history of comics.
Valentino came back and said, you know what? Stop pitching us zombie comics. Zombie comics aren't successful, and every zombie movie is exactly the same. So we really need something that's going to have a hook, something that really makes it different.
You know, I wasn't willing to accept no for an answer.
He says, you got to tell me what I got to do to get Valentino on my side. And I said, well, I think he told you what you've got to do. You've got to give him a hook.
And so I said, oh, well, I forgot to tell you that this is actually a big setup for an alien invasion.
The zombies have been created by the aliens because there's this alien race that wants to take over Earth, and they want to wipe out humanity first. So they're doing it with the zombie virus. Over the course of the zombie part of the story, I'm going to be laying all of these hints so that when people go back and read it, they'll say, oh man, he did this here and here and here, and I didn't even see it. So I go into the office the next day and I tell Valentino this, and he's like,
well, okay, you know, as far as I knew, that hadn't ever been done, you know, and I kind of, if he would have told me what it was really about, I would have said, dude, that's great, but he didn't. So, you know, at first I was really reluctant to do it.
And so they accepted the book based on that, and then once the book came out, I remember Eric Stevenson called me up and said,
you know, this is awesome. I said, I got to hand it to you. You've got me reading a zombie comic. One thing that has bothered me through all three of these issues is I don't see any of like the Easter eggs for the alien invasion in here. And Robert just starts laughing maniacally and says, there's no alien invasion. I made that up just to get you guys to do the book. You said you wanted a hook. You wanted something different. Well, there you go. That's your different thing. And it's not in there.
So yeah, I kind of tricked them into accepting The Walking Dead.